Hello, everybody. I wanted to take a moment to visit with all of you in regards to the festival that we have coming up on May 16th, starting at, public-wise at least, starting at 11 a.m. And we want to run all day long. We want to run till 7 p.m. We want to invite you to come on out, join us. The whole idea of this festival is it's meant to be a homecoming of some degree, to invite our family of families to come back, to be here, to see the grounds, see the improvements and things that we're doing. I am a big fan of flowers and making our facility look beautiful. So my hope is also that you're going to enjoy seeing our grounds again, to be around with all of us, to be a part of our large family that we are a part of. To have this festival go on, there's a few different parts that I would like to highlight with us today. The first thing is that there is a deadline to donate for the silent auction. We will be doing, as we did in the fall, an online silent auction. And the deadline to make those donations is May 10th. We want to do this because we want to do a preview to you. We want to be able to show you all of the items that we're going to have available for auction before the auction goes on. And it will be running for a few days, but we want to allow you to see what the different items are. Because maybe there's going to be something you said, you know what? One of my friends will really like this item. Then we want to make sure that you know ahead of time that it's going to be there so you can invite your friend to sign up and potentially join us in this auction. If you have an item you would like to donate, please contact Miss Sandra Archie. Her phone number and her email are available in the bulletin, and we will link them in the comments of this video as well. I find if I just recite numbers to you or letters for the email address, they're just going to get lost. So we're going to link those contacts in the comments of the video when we post it. Secondly, we want to invite everyone to come out and buy a booth. What this is I wanted to have a craft show from the very beginning. When I said that we were having this festival, one of my favorite things that I get a chance to do is see the different creativity and items that our parishioners are selling. So this is not a ministry booths thing. We are allowing the ministries to do so. But if you are selling wreaths, if you're a vendor for Cincy or Pampered Chef, get a booth. Come on out. Sell your items. If you are a honey vendor, so far I do not know of a single person in our parish boundaries here at OLG that sells honey. So if you are someone that keeps bees and has honey, a friend who is, invite them to get a booth. I go through honey like nothing's business. I used to have a wall of shame of all of the pint jars of honey that I would go through in a year at St. Jerome, and it was a little bit embarrassing how much honey I would go through in a year. So if you're someone that sells honey, know that I, at least personally, will be coming to buy from you to have honey to use. I love local honey. As well, any kind of crafts, arts. You're an artist. Maybe you make charcoal drawings or watercolor paintings, different things. Get a booth. Come on out. This is meant to be something very similar to what you would see in market days over in Old Town Helotes. Maybe you have trouble getting in because of how big market days has become and they have their regular vendors. Come on out. Right now, I've been told we only have about 10 of our 50 or 60 booths reserved and taken care of. So consider getting a booth, coming on out. Whether it is handmade items, you do clothing, or you do aprons and oven mitts. I would love to see someone that does oven mitts. I'm always seeming to lose the ones at the rectory. So if you do oven mitts, I will at least come to see what you have available. But if you do handmade items, you do woodworking, you do forging, you do knives or different things, get a booth. I am a huge fan of anything that is hand forged, whether it is knives, whether it is spoons and plates and cookware, whatever it may be. If you're a person that does woodworking with, now I'm a sucker for this, that puts the inlaid turquoise and different thing into wood for cutting boards and tables and different things. We would love to have you. Come on out. This is meant to be a craft show. And so, yes, we have ministries helping cover food and things like that, where the money is coming back specifically to the church, we have ministries taking care of that. And then we also have certain ministries that wanted to have a booth specifically because maybe they normally have done fundraising and they haven't been able to. For instance, our prison ministry, correspondence ministry, usually would sell artwork from the prisoners, so we encourage them to put together a booth to sell some of the art that those prisoners have given them to sell. But this is meant to be a big craft show of all sorts of different things. And I love to see a variety of many different things. So come out, join us, get a booth. To get one of those booths, once again, I believe your contact is Sandra Archie as well. And so please, once again, her information will be in the comments of this video to reserve a spot for a booth. I was hoping that by now we'd already be sold out and we would be scratching to see if we could add another 1 or 2 booths. Now note, we do have indoor booths available. They are very limited. I don't know if they've been claimed yet or not, but we did have a limited supply of indoor booths in the different classrooms of the parish hall. So we did want to invite you to be a part of our setup for that. Next, I want to go into, we mentioned the silent auction. We are already open to signing up to register as a bidder in our silent auction. A link will be posted in the video comments where all you do, this is not a guarantee that you're going to buy, but you're going to need a sign-in name and a login to be able to use the auction. My plan is that there will be items for all price ranges and different areas of bidding. Simple items that aren't going to be as expensive, big ticket items. We're going to try to have a wide variety. So we are inviting you, register early to sign up to be a bidder in our auction. Next thing that I would like us to look at is that I am going to have a produce booth as one of the booths for our festival. Partially this is the use of the produce that's going to come out of my booth. But I know many of our parishioners tend to have gardens as well. And many times we are trying to find ways to get rid of excess produce. Tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchinis, squash, peppers, whatever it may be. So I'm inviting the parish, if you would have excess produce that you would like to donate to the parish produce booth that we will have, please bring those items up starting on May 10th. You will be able to drop them off at the parish office. My vegetables are going a little slow. I know I won't have very many cucumbers, zucchinis, or yellow squash for sure. So if you happen to know that you're going to have an abundance of those, bring them over. Most of my green beans are still a little bit young. So if you're producing green beans already in abundance, by all means, on May 10th, bring them. Those are always a hot ticket item in a farmer's market like I've done before. We usually will sell out of green beans very quickly. So if you happen to have those fresh vegetables and you are willing to bring some of them to come to the parish booth, please do so. Now, one of the other booths that we are going to have that is going to be parishioner and volunteer organized and offered is called the Timeless Treasures. Timeless Treasures is a rummage sale. So what we are looking for, artwork, antiques, one-of-a-kind arts and crafts, gently used household items, working tools, hobby and sporting supplies. Please note we will not be able to do clothing. So what we are asking for is rummage sale kind of ideas. Similar to when we had the parish garage sale back when I first got here. This is items that we can potentially use that the proceeds will be given to the general fund of the parish. So if you have items you would like to donate, the East Room of the parish hall will be available today through next Tuesday, May 11th, from 9 a.m. in the morning till 9 p.m. for you to drop off to be put into that rummage sale, Timeless Treasures booth that'll be offered here for the parish. We still have a less than 30 raffle tickets that are available. This is a 1 in 300 chance to win $5,000. Tickets are $100 each. If you have not picked up your raffle ticket, please let us know if there is a way you need to get one, because we are very limited right now. We're starting to come to the end. My hope is that we sell out the raffle tickets before the day of the festival. That's one less booth that we need to have taking up space that could be available for you to rent and sell your own items here at the church. On top of this, the only way a festival is successful is if we have volunteers helping with putting on and organizing this festival. We are still in dire need of volunteers. So if you are waiting for a personal invitation to help, this is it. Please consider volunteering for a time spot. There are many different areas. We actually have a form that will be available for you to use to sign up to volunteer. And then we will assign you to help where we need your help in putting on our festival. Especially we are in need of time spots in the afternoon leading to the end of our festival. I have had people ask me, well, why are we going so late? Why not learn early? My goal is I want to have the festival available throughout all of our Mass times. We will still have the regular scheduled Masses going on in our parish during the festival. And so my hope is that everyone coming to those different Masses has an opportunity, if all they want to do is peruse before or after their Mass, they have that opportunity. As well as I want to be able to encourage people to come to Mass. Yes, I want you to come on our grounds, visit the festival, the craft show, everything else, but I want people to come to Mass. So one of the things I'm going to be working on is a giant sign that will be in front of the church, giant with letters and times when those Masses will be offered, so that people have that opportunity to know, well, I'm here at 12 o'clock, we have time at 12:30, but I feel like shopping a bit more. So my next opportunity will be the 3 p.m. So we want to invite people to come to Mass. Because what is the point of coming up to our parish grounds if we're not encouraging people to go to church? So my goal, why it is lasting as long as it is because I want people to have that opportunity to go to Mass, to encounter the Mass times. There may be some that do not know that due to COVID, our Mass times have changed. We have done our very best to try to change anywhere online where the Mass times are still the old times. We do have one place that I know of that is still as the old times, and those are the marquee signs on the hill by Highway 16 and by the flagpole at Riggs Road. We know those times are incorrect. It is just very hard for me trying to find a company that is willing to come out and quote me to give me a bid to make changes, because I want to upgrade our signs. If you want to know what maybe some of these festival funds could use, I want to make our marquee signs digital, where you have it running, where we can log in on our computer, upgrading times for holy days of obligation, special events, our Mass times, to really revamp and upgrade those signs. So, yes, I know those ones have times wrong, but also this festival is a time to let people know our new Mass times, inviting them to come. So if you are willing to work, help us a little bit. Like I said, a festival is only as successful as the amount of volunteers we can get around here. Now let me give you another idea of how you can volunteer. Let's say you know that you are not able to work as much as you do, but almost every single local community where you are living in probably has a Nextdoor Facebook app, and some of them even have bulletin boards by their mailboxes where you can advertise events. If you are willing to put up flyers, whether they are in your building, of a business that you do, the mailboxes in your subdivisions, or they're willing to share our link out to, because I want to get anybody and everybody. Because yes, OLG has been here a long time, but our festival is not restricted to only Catholics. Whether you are atheist, agnostic, Catholic, some variety of Protestant, everyone is welcome. Our booths are not restricted to only Catholics either. We will give a booth, we will sell a booth. I'm not going to really give booths to anybody. But we are willing to sell a booth even to those who are non-Catholic. They are welcome to buy a booth as well. So by all means, if you are willing to help with spreading the word, please reach out. We will link the email address for our media communications person, Aaron Haney, so that you can ask him for a flyer that can be sent out to put everywhere. He may simply tag you in our Facebook posts so that you can just share that to your different places. But if you would like a physical flyer to go and hand out, he can also arrange a time for you to pick up those flyers to be taken out to local community at large. Because I want to make this a big deal. I want to make it a big situation, inviting people to come home. This is our home. We are a large family, and this is our home. And so I want to use this as a way to invite everyone to come forward. There is one last way that I am looking for volunteers. And this is if you are a baker in our community. We are planning on having a cake walk and are in need of baked and decorated cakes. This does not mean you need to get very elaborate. Very simply, buy a cake mix, prepare it, ice it, seal it with saran wrap or the lid that comes with the plastic disposable aluminum pans, and drop them off here at the church as a donation to the cake walk. Most people enjoy the opportunity to buy a dessert. That is what our cake walks is going to be able to allow. And so if you are a baker, we will also link who you are to contact to let them know that you're going to bring 1 cake, 5 cakes. If you're willing to bring 10 cakes, I'll be ecstatic. I plan on providing at least a couple if I can as well. So consider if you are a baker and are able to bake a cake. That will be much needed and usable for our cake walk here at the church. My hope is that you are able to join us the whole time. This is going to be an event that is going to involve the whole family. So we will have the booths available of things that are for sale. Mostly adults are probably going to be buying. If you have things that are kid-oriented and would like to buy a booth, that would be awesome, because I don't know of many booths that have items that kiddos would want to buy. But that would be awesome as well. On top of that, we will have kids' games available. A fish pond, a balloon toss, beanbag toss, face painting, hair painting, temporary tattoos. I do want to emphasize they are temporary. Arts and crafts area, photo booths. We want you to hang around. Come be with us. And so those games will actually be free. There are prizes that the kids can win, and those have already been, we are taking care of that through the church. So we're not going to charge you for the kids' games. It is simply an area for you to turn your kids loose, let them have fun. Meet up with your friends, your parishioners that you haven't seen in a long time. Enjoy a hamburger, or I believe we may also have lumpia available, at least in a limited supply. Hamburgers, hot dogs. Come out, have a nice meal, and enjoy time here on the parish grounds. I am looking forward to seeing you. I will be available all over this facility throughout this festival. If you find me sitting idle, you will have found a very rare time when I'm probably simply resting my feet. We even will have lotaria going on in the parish hall. Me and all of our priests will be taking turns calling lotaria as well. We want to put ourselves out there as much as possible to make this successful. But I need your help to do it. I need your help. So please consider, sign up as a volunteer, buy a booth. These proceeds will go toward helping us, and it may help promote your small business or your business. Maybe you are a business person that simply wants to have a booth to promote something or a service that you offer. We are welcome, and you are welcome to come and have a booth. But my goal for this festival is to invite our family back. Come home. It is time. It is time to see the beautiful things that we have going on and to see the beautiful things that we are going to be doing in the future. Thank you for listening today, for tuning in for our video. If you have any questions, by all means, comment them in the section. We will be keeping up with comments, and we will get back to you as very quickly as possible. But I look forward to seeing you on the 16th for our parish festival. Once again, it starts at 11. So if you want to get here to get in Mass before the festival, 7:30, 10 o'clock, or the Saturday Masses. Come fill those Masses up. For those that are, maybe you're on the fence about what Mass to come back to, any Mass is open. The 10 a.m. is packed. It is almost double the size of every other Mass. So if you're looking for a Mass to come back to, and especially if you want to avoid the festival, Saturday is a great opportunity. We are averaging right at 200 people at 4:30 and about 130 in Spanish. Those are great opportunities to come in, go to Mass, because then you are free the rest of your day to enjoy the festival. I look forward to seeing you. Thank you, and God bless.